shoulder.
Is he still able to slam into the wall or the door, or is it like taken by this thing fucking biting half his life off?
Yeah, make me a strength.
Could I like argue for advantage?
This is more size than anything else. This is just sheer weight.
Yeah.
Throwing yourself at it.
Could I argue for like some sort of like small bonus in he's hitting it with the arm that's completely numb? Like he doesn't have to worry at all about this hurting. But it might end up causing more permanent damage, possibly. Or maybe he'll take damage or some shit.
If you fail the check, you can push it through that way.
I'll go with that. What if I just, like, roll a 26? Does that sound good to everybody? My size is 55 for reference.
Yeah. Yeah, you blow the door open. You... As it blows open, you wince in pain as the way to get out is there. And you see this thing, its head turns without its body turning as it sees moonlight, a way out. As it is now its turn.
No. I have made this thing.
To charge right at you, Galleon. As it's going to, as it takes its full movement speed and it tries to make it out of the doorway, you are in the way of it, so it's going to try and just like trample past you.
What do I roll to like stop that?
It's just going to roll. It's on
right. If it rolls too good, then
strike.
Mm-hmm.
And you can try to dodge to avoid getting hit, or you can try to purposely get hit to try and slow it down.
Because here's the thought process in my head. If you can slow it down, y'all can temporarily knock it out of the way with, like, the gun or something. Or grab the goo and, like, stun it. And then we can get through, and maybe it doesn't follow.
Oh god, dodge.
My dodge is not great, and he has health.
Dodge!
It fucking misses. I rolled 100.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I was gonna go.
No matter what you do, actually, never mind.
Yeah, he's sumo stancing on this bitch.
As it sort of like skitters on the wall, kind of like a race car going around a loop-de-loop track. You start to skitter on the wall, ceiling, and try and dive out at you, and it slams into the wall and stuns itself. As that's its turn. As it is now Finis, all you.
Can I run past it, and as I do, shoot again and blast it as far back into the building as possible?
Yeah, go for it. Make me an attack roll. Make me Steam Repair.
Remind me. I'm shooting. I'm rolling a what?
Steam Repair.
Steam Repair. Thank you.
Get that piece of junk out of the sky!
What's that from?
Hell yeah! I rolled a 15.
No!
Roll your damage.
Damage is 2d4. Woo! 9.
God damn!
You blast it again, and you knock it about 15 feet down the hallway, and it's like smoldering. It's smoldering from the incredible steam. You can see some of its skin bubbling apart as it is thoroughly in pain from that blast. As you are able to make it out now, Forrest, it is all on you.
I'm running the fuck out the door.
Yeah, you just run the fuck out.
Does this exit to like a courtyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not stopping running. I'm gonna keep going.
Got it. You just keep going. Do any of y'all try to keep to bar the door closed?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes, as soon as Forrest leaves.
Are you able to like fucking use your steam thing to knock over a wall to just collapse rubble in front of it?
Yeah. What is around? Is there anything I can try to like blast or push in front of it?
There is some there is this sort of like the stone loft above that looks there's this sort of stone loft above the door. There's some loose wood around the door that you guys removed to get in. There are some slightly exposed pipes from inside that you think you could probably explode with enough force, or hitting it in the right spot. These are the things that are around in the area.
What do you mean by stone loft?
Okay, so there's a door, and right above it there is some stone, because there is some stone that looks like it was the balcony of someone's room.
Is there like a point that it seems where I could shoot a blast and try to get it to like fall in front of the door?
Yeah, there's some exposed wood that's sort of like the scaffolding for the brick.
Okay, I have Galleon and I back up and I shoot at that to try to get it to fall.
Alright, make me a steam repair check.
Damn it.
What'd you roll?
87.
Do you want to push that? You can try to overclock the machine.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Roll again.
Overclock the machine. Let's go.
54, I pass.
Alright. As you blast it and you hear one of the like small like alarms you place on the machine going as some of the lines in on your backpack blow out and steam and hot water start to pour out as you badly damaged it by putting way too much pressure into this blast. But
yeah,
roll me damage.
All right. Make it worth it.
2d4 plus 1, baby.
Another 9.
Nice. You just have to hit 5. As you blast and you collapse the balcony right into that walkway, and it bars the doors. It fills. So to get into this area, y'all walk down some stairs, and there's a door kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
And it falls into that
Down.
stairwell, completely like barring it. As you hear something slamming and slamming and slamming against the door, and you get the sense that this door is very much a threshold of some kind.
Yeah.
As it is just slamming and slamming and slamming until eventually the slamming stops.
I need to fix this, but damn, did you save my ass.
Felix. He says as he like lightly touches his fucking shredded arm.
And you guys see
Let's get you some help.
Forrest is still just running down the courtyard.
Is there, I would probably have something on me to, like, I don't know, kind of try to help bandage or, like, put pressure on some of these wounds to help Galleon, like, stop bleeding.
Actually, I just have, like, medical alcohol and gauze. Would that work?
Perfect!
Yeah, make me what's the check called? Is it a medicine check?
There's a first aid, I think?
First aid, okay, yeah, make me a first aid check.
Yeah.
First aid.
If so, you can heal 1. If you succeed, you can heal 1 hit point. If you actually, I think that's it. If you succeed, you can heal 1 hit point.
Oh, lovely. What's your first aid?
30.
Mine's also 30, so it doesn't matter which one of us rolls.
Ha! Mine's 40, but I'm fucking booking it.
I literally wrote in my notes the things we did. I put Forrest leaves the server.
Forrest has logged out for the day.
Fuck! I rolled 67.
Forrest, can I all see that you're fumbling because you're in so much pain and do it as well?
Yeah, very shooken. Yeah, he can't patch himself up, which makes sense. It's very difficult to patch yourself.
Forrest combat logged.
Yeah, really. Genuinely. Forrest went, no, I'm good. I'm out. See ya,
Damn
never.
it. No,
So-
I didn't do any better.
Yeah. Ah, shit. So we both suck at... maybe we should get a doctor.
Yeah, you try and do it, your shoulder's badly dislocated, and there's some flesh that can be seen through it. It looks pretty fucked up. And you just you don't even know where to start, really.
Can I just take off the backpack because it's broken now? I'm just gonna put it on the floor. I'll
Well,
come
it
back
didn't
for it
break.
later. Can I pick up Galleon and start like hauling ass to the medical wing?
Yeah. By the way, from the backpack breaking, you take
Oh, it did break. I was wrong.
just 1 point of damage.
Okay.
You're a little
And
toasted.
let me just.
I don't think Galleon needs to be carried, but it would be very funny.
I don't.
Adrenaline.
That's not on Phineas's radar. If it's necessary or not, Phineas is just like, you're going to the medical wing. I'm not dealing with anything else.
All right, let's get going. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Why am I suddenly being carried like a broad?
He's as strong as fuck.
So, as you're going, as you all start to make your way to the medical wing. Also, Forrest, I see what you sent me.
Yep.
So,
Forrest left the campaign and sent you personally a message, not Scott.
so as you both book it to the medical wing, and
Okay, I have my choice.
You open up the doors, and a few people, medical staff see the situation, and they're like, "Oh God, let me here, bring him in, bring him in. You're gonna be okay." As they sort of put you on a stretcher, and they start to wheel you in for some for as much help as they can give. As you see one person sort of give you a painkiller shot. As the pain does very quickly go away, as you're going to be, as they start to work on the arm, they patching it up, relocating your shoulder, sort of, patching it up best as they can, wrapping it, and telling you that you need a week of non-strenuous activity.
Yep, non-strenuous. I imagine it's just like the drugs are kicking in, and he's like, kind of there. he's like 40% there.
Mm-hmm.
Non-strenuous activity. Yep. There's the janitor kid. Kid? I was gonna say kid. I guess he'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Oh, he asked in like a mildly delirious state, like, where's the janitor kid? aka Forrest.
As one of the medical staff just kind of like the janitor kid. He must be delirious. Yeah.
There's no children janitors here.
Yeah, exactly.
When I put Gillian on the stretcher, I would just like put him down and then like go back up into a corner somewhere and probably sit down, just kind of just like be like, oh, I'm taking a moment to like rest and just kind of like look myself over, like collect my thoughts, like think about what we just witnessed, kind of thing before I talk to anyone.
Yeah, as you would notice that some of your clothes was like burnt and torn near the left side of your hip.
It would like I would assume he would have like a cloak or something that would have been not on in a way that would have been like he like when he was wearing the backpack, it probably would have only been over like one shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's fancy like that. He tries to like cover himself so he's presentable. And because he doesn't like other people trying to care for him, he doesn't want any of the medical staff being like, "Are you hurt too?" Kind of thing.
Okay. All right, you sort of look yourself over.
Just
do your best to like avoid notice.
Yeah, and just mentally like, oh god, for a second.
Gotcha. As you're waiting for Galleon to make his way out, as Forrest, You run and run and run. You almost don't even know where you're going, but your body instinctually takes you. At some point, you realize right in front of Carmine's apartment.
I would say Forrest would log back in, to say the least, at this point. And is aware. Is Carmine home? Like, are the lights on?
Yeah.
And he is going to... He's not even going to go up to the door. He is going to sit down across, like... I assume, like, from, like, if it's like a hallway type thing. He's going to sit down across the hallway from the door and just watch the door quietly.
Eventually, you see the door open, and Carmine comes out, just smoking a cigarette, about to grab the paper, and he sees you. You look worse for wear.
Forrest looks up but does not say anything.
All right, come inside.
And he walks inside.
What the hell happened to you?
Ghost thing?
First time, huh?
Not quite.
Something worse than just your average bump in the night, I take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. You want some coffee?
No.
Yeah. Alright, making some for myself then. Now, what brings you to my place? Yeah. Need a friend? Pat on the back?
I don't know.
I see. Well, I see you've got your mask on.
And
Forget I mentioned it. He sort of makes himself a coffee and he pours a good helping of whiskey in it. Mixes it around. That works. Takes a drink, puts it down. Alright. You're going to explain to me everything you can. And I'm going to see what I can do. Because it looks like you're a little in over your head. Am I, would you say I'm accurate?
tragically,
Sounds about right. Alright. What happened? What's going on? You've been asking for entrance to restricted areas and you and your buddies, I don't think I haven't noticed, are going into parts of the institute that can get you fired if they found out. Of course, they won't find out. But doing a lot of very risky things lately. It's not quite like you.
kind of strong-armed into it a little bit.
Strong arm.
Got a little too upset and made some decisions I probably shouldn't have.
Made some decisions you shouldn't have. What got you so upset? Found something skittering?
No, that came later.
Oh.
No. What got me so upset was being put in a situation that I explicitly did not sign up for.
Hmm. And what situation was that exactly?
Investigating.
Well, well, whether or not Morty out in front put you in that situation or not, you're already doing the job.
I noticed.
Yeah. Seems like you're attracted to things that put you in bad situations.
Wish I knew a little bit more about that, but we both know that's not the case.
Yeah, we do. You need a place to stay?
I don't think I want to stay here.
Fair enough. You hungry?
No.
All right. Well, I'm heading off for a job soon. Don't know when I'll be back.
I still have a key.
I know.
What kind of job?
Exploring one of the islands hasn't been inhabited for about 40 years. Population mysteriously disappeared.
Something about skeletons and
Yeah,
holy
that's
artifacts?
it is. Where'd you learn that? I guess I told you. I'm almost forgetting things myself.
Good joke.
I try my best. Yeah, that's the place. It's
When do
me
you
and three
leave?
others. 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the storm.
Storm's hitting tomorrow then?
Yeah. Watch out. It's supposed to be a doozy.
Yeah, not supposed to be the last one either.
No, no, no. Certainly not. I'd advise if you're conflicted about things, if you're not sure if you're well suited for this line of work, I'd advise you do some soul searching, because whether or not this work is well suited for you, it likes you. That's not always a good thing.
Misery loves company, and I'm not really sure I have a soul to search at this point.
Everyone says that. I'd almost believe it if I didn't help you so much. I could swear I could still see something.
Forrest has not sat down during this interaction. He's been standing up. He's turning away from Carmine now. Back to the door.
All right then. Looks like you got somewhere to be. Perhaps you feel you've outworn your own welcome.
No, I wasn't supposed to be here in the first place.
Look, kid. No one's supposed to be here. But you are anyways. It's what you do about it now.
Forrest leaves the apartment,
All right.
goes back to the Institute.
Perfect. So you make your way back. Galleon, you would be discharged into Phoenice's care. They just tell you to stay, to try not to overwork that shoulder for the next week. If you have to do strenuous activity, Try using a different arm.
Implying you have more than two.
Yeah. Try using a different arm. Don't try not to put too much stress on yourself. They give you the normal spiel that doctors do.
Yeah. The normal thing of just like, oh hey, don't do this, and then inevitably you're gonna be doing that in like 3 days.
Yeah, and over the course of the next 3 days, over the next week, you're going to heal 1d3. I'll tell you how much you heal every day.
Ah, okay. So I could get lucky and heal in basically 2 days, or it could take the entire time and I barely heal.
Yeah, exactly.
You also, I'm gonna say for both of you, you do not see Forrest in this time.
They skadoodle.
I think once
He combat logged for real.
either if Phineas has to come up with like a, hey, what happened? What are you doing? They would say, or and then after Galleon comes back, like the story that they would probably have gone with would have been like, we saw that this door was open. There was a wild animal in there. I was out testing a new possible tool and had to use it to like keep us safe from the wild animal. That's what bit Galleon.
Gilligan's Island.
You know, something like that.
Okay. They seem to believe you as much as a person who works here too long can.
Yeah. Where it's like, you're probably covering some things, but you're also trying to save all of your asses, so like,
Yeah.
sure.
It's also a thing of like, I have my own spooky shit that I'm dealing with. I don't need yours. I don't care.
Yeah, the doctor's definitely the person at the front desk when you're checking out Galleon definitely give you a response that kind of makes you feel like, well, I don't want to know what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
This works, so long as
This
works for now.
This will track and
For paperwork?
track with all of
Basis.
the different. Yeah, exactly. It's done with. You mean I don't have to send someone else to cover up the door again? We can just leave it like that? Nah, I'm good.
Perfect.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
You did my job for me.
Perfect, right?
Yeah.
As they check you out with Galleon, your arm is in a sling.
Of course.
As you don't see Forrest.
Should we go find him, or is he just gonna
I
show
think I need to get you home to bed.
I'll be fine. Oh, hey, Edgar, what's his condition?
Yeah.
Edgar was just sort of like waiting by your bedside the whole time.
Aww. He cares about you. What a
He's
wonder.
a good boy. He's a good boy that's staring at me unblinkingly.
He's a good Boyd. Boyd.
Okay. Well, he's in no condition to go hunting down for us, and honestly, he has no clue where to even fucking start looking for this guy. Like, if he wanted to disappear, he's gone.
Yeah.
So.
And like I'll ask around, but you rest up.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do some light reading.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Forrest had the other notebooks. I just had the one with the
Yeah.
fucking picture of us from the past.
Give it to you
Yeah.
because I got fucking creatured.
Yeah. No, fair. Phineas would, after dropping Galleon off at his room,
Dropping me
would
off.
go back to his place to like change clothes, and because he doesn't want to wear ripped clothes, or
Fancy boy.
burned, I guess. Yeah, fancy boy. Fancy boy doesn't want to have injured clothing.
Fancy boy
And patch himself up patch himself up a little bit if he can, just real quick, and go pick up the backpack again, so that way it's not just in the middle of the place. Bring it back to his workshop.
When you go to pick up the backpack, you see Benny's just out right in front of it. Is like poking you with a stick from behind.
Hey, Betty,
Hey, what you doing?
I heard you from across
and
the
here, Benny, please don't touch that.
No, don't. Oh, okay. Okay.
No, don't touch that.
All right.
Leave it alone, please.
All right. Well,
For your safety and everyone else.
well, Benny, old buddy here, couldn't help but tell, but that you were going in places you weren't supposed to be. Look, I'm all for scary things. Don't get me wrong. This whole place is.
We had a key.
I love this guy.
But, you mind asking me why you have a death wish? You seem normally you're pretty quiet. I don't know why you. I thought you specifically asked me to stand guard to keep you from the scary things and go bump in the night. So why are you looking for him?
Benny, I wasn't looking for it. There was an animal. I had to get somebody out of there. He got bit.
Look, my best friend.
Oh God.
Buddy. My
Benny.
he sort of like gives you a hug. Of course, an animal, and he whispers in your ear. There are no animals on this campus. I'm fully aware. I saw you go in there. And I want it.
The only animal on this campus is Forest for real.
I want
You're
in.
track star.
So you're gonna let me know. Because honestly, I'm just too damn curious.
Height. Not that it's much, but as tall as he can be.
Mm-hmm.
And softly, just, like, intensely looks in Benny's eyes and just whispers, like, under his breath, do you know what you're asking to be in on?
No, not really.
We just saw a big spider. Got spooked.
I
Then I'd
figure.
advise you keep your mind off. And until you have to know, you don't go searching. You really want to know why I am looking into something? The person who doesn't want anything to do with this shit, Benny? Now, why do you think I would decide that this was a good idea?
I figured you were bored.
No, Ben. Because I have to. And until you have to, don't.
You know what? Fair enough. He's gonna take out a flask of whiskey, drink it. You want? You drink?
No, I'm good. Phineas just, like, takes his cloak and, like, flaps it a little bit, picks up the
dramatically.
backpack, and walks away.
All right, milk drinker, more for me. And he just starts chugging some whiskey.
Milk drinker.
Screws it up, puts it back in his pocket, and goes and just sort of like goes sauntering on by you, being like, "I'm definitely not thinking about this."
Good. I'm keeping my eye on. And, like, fully walks away.
Oh wow! Oh boy! I think I pushed the button. He sort of like says to himself. You hear it.
Yeah. And Phineas is like, you know what? That's fine. I really don't want him looking into this because he's going to end up hurting himself and a lot more people if he does.
Mm-hmm. You head on back to your workshop.
Yeah, and do contemplate how do I keep an eye on, make sure Benny doesn't go looking into this shit.
Alright. Forrest, where would you have gone after?
Forrest is in his room, which he does not actually normally spend a lot of time in. He is in his room, he has locked his door. When one of the other janitors came by to be like, hey, it's your shift, what are you doing? He said, I am taking a sick day.
Which is not something that you generally do.
No, absolutely not. And he's been locked in his room for however many days it has been.
When you tell them that you're taking a sick day, you hear the person go, "Oh, oh no!" You sort of like walk away. Like, must be a bad one.
Yeah, and for context, Forrest's room is basically like I imagine it like a dorm room where it's basically you have a closet that is open, you have a cot that you sleep on, and you have a desk with a chair.
Yeah.
There is nothing on his desk. There is nothing on his like he has a blanket and a pillow and that's all that's on his bed. He has his work clothes in his closet. He does not spend time in here. And he has forcibly isolated himself. So he's just been sitting on his bed for like 3 days? Is that how long it's been?
Yeah, I'd say it takes about 3 days of time for Galleon. By the way, you're gonna make a full recovery in the span of the week.
Yay!
Woo! Like, can I know like how many days it takes to recover?
Yeah, it takes 3. You heal 1 hit point each day.
Okay. Well, I had 7. My max is 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, in that case, you're at 10 out of 11, and you heal that last one over the course of the week.
Awesome. Sick,
So-
nasty bro. Where the fuck is my pen gone?
Fucking sick, bro!
As during those days, the day after the event occurred, a storm began to hit as rain began to pour. At first drizzle, then a deluge. On the second day, there is thunder and lightning can be heard all over. There's people at the porch scrambling to make sure everything is nailed down as the storm's hitting harder than they anticipated it. The third day, it just keeps consistent, like the ports are caught in the eye of a typhoon. As I'm gonna say we're gonna end session here. This is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest
I
is
think that's
in
good.
his little room, sitting on his bed and literally not moving. There's a big
Which is
storm
good because
going
it doesn't sound like
outside.
you can go. I'm gonna say this now because I'm thinking about it now. I'm not sure I'm gonna remember it next week. Well, I might write a note for myself. I think Galleon, during that time that he's healing and mildly trapped inside because of the rain, I think he would end up getting in a routine of either making coffee or tea and just making an extra cup and setting it like on a kitchen table as like some like invitation for Clarice to show up. Like, here's something. I don't know if she would have drank that, but it's the gesture, you know? It's like a welcoming the spirit into the house kind of thing.
I would also say, on the third day of this, Forrest finally realizes, oh shit, I stole a notebook. What do I do with this? And he's not gonna try and read it. He's just like, fuck, man, I need to give this to the guy who knows notebook shit.
Fenice would use the time that is raining. Obviously, probably would have a lot more mechanic duties around campus because of all the rain stuff. But in his free time, would try to fix up the machine and would probably speak to Danae to make sure that Benny, there's an eye watch on Benny, both to make sure he doesn't do anything too stupid, and also to see, if he would be helpful, because Fenice is realizing, fuck, this may get bigger than just the 3 of us very quickly, and I don't want to be alone in this, but I also don't want to hurt people who can't actually help.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I'd say you're able to talk to Danae. She definitely tells you, oh, that loaf? Yeah, he's a bit too curious for his own good sometimes. I'll keep him in line.
I tried to give him a good scare, but I don't know if that's gonna succeed or not. He doesn't make
scare.
as much sense as most people. Yeah, he
The
takes
reason
it as
why
a
he
challenge
had it-
sometimes.
Yeah, the reason why he's head of dormitory guards is because he doesn't scare. Sometimes I think it's because he just doesn't know what he's looking at.
Yeah, I tried to explain it, but I'm worried he's gonna take it as a challenge. And I really can't have him looking into this. You saw the things.
Look, Benny understands words the way alcoholics drink water. He doesn't.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on him, and also if he's helpful, if he would be helpful, we might need it. I know you're good at seeing what might be helpful.
I'll keep an eye out.
And basically, I assume Fenice would in exchange. Basically, she's the gossip, so all of the gossip, she knows everything about to him, but it works.
All right.
So, like they would have told her. So like, what happened? She would have known.
All right, average, pale, and handsome. Have a good one.
Oh, get wrecked.
Excuse me.
Instead of tall, dark, and handsome.
At least you're still handsome.
All right, and we'll end today's session here.
Yay!
Get to close off that tab with Benny.
In my opinion.